Alright, back again, continuing on. The right stuff. Again, don't think anything spawned out back here. Usually doesn't, so we're just gonna ignore it for now. Gonna go ahead and combine our red and, or our yellow and our green. Gonna go ahead and use it. Our max health increased yet again. Woohoo! Alright, important things to note on the map. We've taken care of the treasure in the garden. However, there is a treasure coming up, and don't worry about the star with the red door. Like I said, we're going to come back to that later. But there is a treasure near the merchant in the next room, so we're going to work on getting that. See if we can find anything. Doesn't look like it. The lamp you can't shoot. I think, yep, there's a gem in the middle of the top of the bed here. Walk up and take that from the bed. Knife the vase. Gonna open cabinets. Anything. Handgun ammo, always good. We have a plate. And again, with this being a castle, we have some excellent treasures in here. We're gonna open the doors. Oh my goodness. We have the mirror with pearls and rubies. So it's already got gems. There's nothing missing. It's ready to go. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Go ahead and examine. A gorgeous mirror lined with many pearls and rubies. Who knew? The name was a description. As you can see, the mirror is a little old there. Kind of fuzzy. And that was the treasure for this room. Gonna go ahead and read the note as well. Female intruder. We've seen her before. There seems to be a female intruder among us. We believe she's connected with Sarah. We also believe she is the one who removed the egg injected into Sarah before it hatched. She may have had him retrieve the sample before the American agents arrived. It's obvious that her objective is the sample. We must get to her before she is able to reestablish contact with Sarah. There's also reason to believe that she's working for somebody. We need her alive for interrogation. The female should be able to answer all our questions. After we've captured her, Sarah will no longer be of any concern. As long as we retrieve the sample, you may dispose of him as you see fit. Alright. So, as we can see, the plot thickens even again, or still yet again. Okay. Again, still missing Ashley. She's still hiding, but
welcome.
We're going to rescue her, or at least we're on our way there.
Some rare things. What are you selling?
Whenever he says rare things, there's an upgrade or new weapons or something.
Thank you.
Got some rare things on sale.
Is that all, stranger?
Is that all, stranger? Yes, yes it is.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
What did I just say? No, thank you.
Thank you.
Buy it at a high price.
What are you buying?
I don't know. What am I buying? Not a whole lot. We're actually going to get another first aid spray. Apparently we can carry 2.
Thank you.
Apparently that changes once we get to the castle for whatever reason, but that's okay. I'm actually okay with that. As you can see, no new upgrades for the handgun, the regular shotgun, or the semi-auto rifle. And I was actually expecting the semi-auto to have an upgrade here soon, and we're still stuck at lower levels. Very interesting. As you can see, our handgun is doing better than the base of the Red 9. It'll actually do better a lot better later. Okay, nothing more to this room. Gonna leave. Now, there is a puzzle to this room. However, as many times as I've played it, I never really bothered to read the puzzle or understand it. So we're just gonna go ahead and understand what's going on here. A dessert to cherish our remaining years. Okay. Bread brings wait. Bread begins the meal of life, okay? Painting. Meat to savor the time at hand. One last drink and the bottle breaks, returning us to the dust from whence we came. So, honestly, the only one you needed to know was the last one there. We'll get to that in a moment. We're actually going to enter this back room just to get to a point I was talking about in the last part. I mentioned that the door wouldn't unlock from one side, and we're actually going to prove that we can unlock it from the other side versus one or the other. Open the drawers. More gold! Again, it's probably... those bars of gold are worth more than 5,000 pesetas, I'm sure, especially by today's standards. So, it's very... Oh, the snake. Yep, it still got me. Okay, it's going to drop an egg anyway. Hopefully it's just a chicken egg. Yeah, it's a chicken egg, so we're just going to use it. No big deal. We'll take the hit. Alright, so we can see the door. Now you can do one of two things. You can knife it, you can shoot it, or you can just continue to kick. And on the third time it'll break. And as you can see, this is back at the area where we were before with the crows. And you can still hear the crows, which is annoying, but this loop is going to be important for getting that treasure. However, we still cannot get it. The door is still locked. We have no keys. However, there was a gimmick to it, if you weren't aware. Some of you may have been looking closely or already know what I'm talking about. Gonna head back in here. Now, to solve this door puzzle, again, we just want to remember that that last section there. As you can see, we have turkey, we have meat, we have bread, we have a candle, but this wine glass is suspiciously 3D, so the glass breaks. And that's our puzzle for that. Now, there is a trick. There is, I believe, another treasure in the next room here. Yep, dead center. But we're actually going to head straight to the left. We're trying not to trigger what's going to happen in the middle here. It probably will. But what we're going to do to start off with is we're going to reload our weapons. Sniper rifle, it won't come in handy in this room, but we might as well reload it anyway. We're going to keep it, so it's not a big deal one way or the other. And some people are like, oh no, what if you upgrade, blah, 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 blah. I don't worry about it. So we're going to head over here. Going to try and get close enough to grab this flash grenade. And when we try to head to the middle of the room, oh no! We're surrounded. And again, this is one of those moments where we could skip the cutscene, give us some extra time. As you can see, I'm having a hell of a time because the crossbows are attacking me at the same time. What we're going to do is, since we picked up a flash grenade, we're just going to use it right now. Nope. And get away from this guy. It's not opening for whatever reason. Okay. Nope, nope, get off me, please. Again, this is a tricky area. Ow. Damn, I'm just getting beat the hell up. Okay. Now, good news is, while we're out here, and we only have one of the doors open, he's not going to be able to get out of the other door. So again, I like to make sure the far one's done. There's not much he can do while he's locked in there, once we've gotten out anyway. And just keep shooting that back thing there. Eventually he's just gonna fall over. There we go. Okay, problem solved there. Don't think I kick it from this side. Again, that was probably a bad move on my part, but I didn't want to take the hit from the mace over here because that does heavy damage. Suplex. Again, still holding on to that mace though. We're just going to collect the treasure here. It is the hourglass with gold decor. And some important items here. This is the area with the wine bottle and all that. We're going to run up here and we get some free magnum ammo. Suplex with a head decapitation. Or with a decapitation. Head decapitation. It's always a decapitation. Anyway. I hope these guys are done. Nope, they're still coming. Alright, don't worry about it. We're just going to keep going. There's some good news and some bad news to be said about having an inventory clear of all of the excess there, but for this room, we're going to use our distance as an advantage. Again, we're dealing with yet another new Plaga enemy. And they're fun, let me tell you. And as you can tell, we can't go through this door from this side. Again, like I said, no matter how many times you can kick it on the opposite side of a lock, it won't open. There might be a guy down here, maybe wrong. Okay, looks like we're done with that then. Now you may be wondering why I haven't shot the lamp yet, but there's a reason for that. Hold on just a moment. and I'm back. I do apologize. Not trying to slow down the gameplay here. But again, just trying to, take care of some stuff on my end. Some important phone calls and such. Oops, silly me. I have to pull the lever down here now. As you can see, the zombies are trying to get through. They can't actually break through on their own because they won't bust locks, so they'll just keep walking into that door, which is just fine with me. Again, we're going to run into some trouble up here. Actually, you know what? We're going to arm ourselves with an incendiary grenade, which will help us a great deal. And you'll see what happens here in just a minute. Oh, hold on, once more. Do apologize. Oh man, okay, I do apologize again. Again, it's more phone calls, so I do apologize. Yeah, we do not want that thing to grab us. And I missed the shield. Okay, so we're going to go switch to the... No, you know what? We're going to use another flame grenade. It'll give us an impenetrable wall of flame. Then we're going to go to the shotgun. Again, shotguns are the best use for shields, multiple enemies, close combat. It has a knockback effect, very important for these sort of encounters. And if I got that lamp in the right amount of time, I could have just flamed off the shields and they would have, like, dropped them or whatever. But for whatever reason, I missed it. So, there's that. Gonna try to get this guy across the way. We can't shoot him in the head because he's got a helmet on. So, torso shots will work just fine. That also means his head will not explode, so that's cool. And as you can see, we have a whole mess load of ammunition. We also have something very, very spectacular in the middle here. And it is a free RPG rocket launcher. Actually, you know what? We can put it right here. Perfect. So we have a rocket launcher, we got a new fresh set of ammunition. Everything's good. I don't know if there's anything in the desk or in the file here. Okay, velvet blue. go ahead and knife him in the butt. There we go. Music's done. Thank God. I do apologize for anybody who was watching the load screens for that long. You know what? I might go into YouTube and just figure out how to go ahead and cut those. I think I can clip. So I'm going to go back and fix some old videos and all that sort of stuff just so that we don't have to deal with those as often. I think there was a guy in here that dropped something and I missed him or whatever, but again, you can either kick the door or just knife it off. It's not a big deal. Moving along. Alright. And this is going to be one of the more awkward chapters, but we're actually going to take control of somebody we know very well.
Got some rare things on. What are you selling?
Something new to buy. Okay, we'll take a look and see what that is.
Is that all? Is that all? Thank you.
Red eye. Gonna sell the hourglass because there's nothing else we can do with it.
Thank you. What are you buying?
Aha, the large, extra large, I'm sorry, attaché case.
Is that all?
Yes.
Thank you.
Alright, I believe that is the last attaché case, so that's very important to remember. Apparently it thought that, hey, we might need another one, which it was correct.
That all?
Put that there.
Thank you. What are you buying?
Nothing to tune up, no new tune-ups, no nothing. And...
Leon! I got it!
Now that I have the sample, you serve me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate.
Stay with me, Louis. I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back. Louis! Louis!
Alright, and that's the end of the chapter. So, Louis is dead. Very, very, very sad news. However, we're only about half an hour in. It was a fairly short chapter. I think we can get away with doing another one here. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, no. Alright, so going to save, going to continue on, and Louis will live on with our endeavors. They'll pay for your death, I promise. And again, Sadler was right there. Like, literally, Leon could have chased him or something, and he didn't. As you can hear, there's some moaning going on down there. And somehow, she wasn't heard in the previous section, nor did she even realize what was going on up here, which is a little strange. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I forgot about that treasure back there, but nope, I didn't. It's still there. Won't budge. It's got to be locked from the other side. Rifle ammo. Flash grenade. I hear ya. So we notice Ashley is down there, still stuck to the wall. Sadler didn't seem to care. He just kind of wandered off. Again, his only concern seemed to be Lewis. So, what we want to do is make sure we get the lower sections before the top section, because she will bend over and make this more complicated, and just aim off to the sides if you have a sniper rifle. There, and done.
Talk about near-death experience.
Ashley, get out of there!
And again, another protect Ashley moment. Of course, you have to love her pouty voice. Leon does not have to worry about any zombies coming from behind him up here. He's pretty much just being Overwatch. So, we don't have to worry about dealing with any enemies attacking Leon, any archers, anything like that, unless they're on ground level here. And again, there's only two doors, that one and that one, that they'll come out of. Gonna keep an eye on Ashley just because.
The door's locked. I can't open it.
Okay, we have a gent with a key on his neck. Ashley's running back to where she was. Oh, Archer's got me from down here. Ow. Again, 2-for-1s if you can. Sometimes it's a lot harder than other sections, and these guys are just running everywhere. Gotta reload. Somebody's still around. There we go. Headshot takes care of that problem. Headshot again.
I got the key. I can get out.
Okay, she's got the key. Gonna reload just before this. And... oh my goodness, we're now Ashley! Oh! Jitters. All over jitters. Anywho. Let's see. So... not to be spoilerish, but this is the only time in the game we actually play as Ashley. It's sort of reminiscent to RE2 again, when we take control of Sherry Birkin, who is the daughter of the doctors Birkin and Birkin, who caused the G-virus/T-virus incident, or were big factors in creating new viruses, etc., etc. As you can see, she does have to fight her own set of zombies. However, she fights them in a different way. We're going to trigger him to get him to chase, at least. Get him to hobble over here. Again, for whatever reason in the PC version here, they're very, very quick. Gonna go ahead and throw. Gonna crawl just to get away. I believe it takes 2 lamps to get rid of these guys. Could be mistaken by that, but I think that's correct. Gonna see if we can go for a long distance throw. Boom! We're just that good. Do these guys take 3? Apparently he does. We're gonna wait for him to get close again. Again, we don't want to have to deal with his shenanigans over here. Does he drop anything? Doesn't look like it, no. Okay. So now we can actually operate this if we wanted to do it that way, but this is more of an escape route now versus a trap. There is another way to get into the next room, which I'll show you. Just for grins, we're going to crawl under the table. Again, we wish that Leon would think of these things, you know, so he could get in and out of areas easier. But if we wanted to go into the next room, all we have to do is get behind here, and we can crawl to the next room. But again, like I said, we're just using this as an escape route for right now. Gonna throw. We're gonna wait for him to stand up again, because this will make it obvious that he's being hit by this. Before he starts running, hit him again. He did not turn black. You know if they turn a charred color, then you've done something. Again, more treasures. Always good. Gonna crawl over here. She's actually not able to be attacked over here, so we're gonna use that to our advantage. And wait for our zombie friend to get over here. Come on, get close. Go ahead. Get closer. As you can see, he can't do anything about it, but we're going to start a fire. And yes, we did start the fire. It was always burning, since the zombie's burning. Ha 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 ha. I'm hilarious and clever, and I'm very relevant, especially after 20 plus years. Again, Ashley's on her own, the music's gone. Just gonna keep moving on and moving on. I think all we have to do is operate at this point. Just go ahead and press X. You can honestly just let her do it on her own and she'll open it, but when the zombies are around and you're not sure if you can kill them, etc., like newbies or anybody like that, if there's still a zombie around or you happen to miss a lamp or a lantern, which does happen from time to time, if you press X, it makes the process quicker, and then you can run away, and it'll freeze its position wherever it is and won't drop. And it doesn't necessarily have to go all the way up, it just has to go above her head. Got the red herb. Again, we don't want to combine any herbs. As we can see, Ashley's got her own inventory, however, she doesn't collect really much of anything besides health items and treasures. The treasures are automatically imported. Any health items go to Leon after this is done, and we'll show you that in a moment. Like I said, she does have a health bar, so if you do consider giving her some extra health for this portion, you can most certainly do that. Definitely does help her in this section. Butler's memo. Knowing that is it Senor? I guess it's Senor Ramon Salazar has no family. Lord Sadler must have used his strong faith in the Los Hermanos to his advantage to talk Senor Salazar into undoing the seal of the Las Plagas, once done by his ancestor. Salazar would never do such a thing unless he was in some way being used unknowingly. I should have sensed the Lord's dirty scheme sooner. I feel partly responsible for all this. I have no idea what the Lord is planning, but Salazar was just being used. It's too late now, however. Salazar has already taken the Plaga into his body. There's no turning back once the Plaga is turned into an adult in the body. The Plaga parasite does not die unless the host dies. There's no cure. Perhaps Salazar may have been vaguely aware of the Lord's plan all along, but it's hard to tell. Nevertheless, there's nothing I can do about it now. I have served the Salazar family for generations. I prepare to continue my services until the very end. So that's the butler's memo. I don't ever recall seeing a butler, so I don't know if there's a body somewhere or anything like that. Never seen it. So we're going to take a look at the turn dice here. Let's see, there's a round hole in the center. Alright, we're going to remember that because we do need something that'll fit in the round hole. Alright, we're actually going to look at the map because I'm not sure if there is a treasure in here. I think there is. Yes, in the far, far back room of this area. This is one that Ashley can only get. This is also an event you cannot come back to. So very important to remember that that's there. And we'll remember. I usually do check every area pretty thoroughly, as you can tell. We now have a flashlight which managed to pop out of nowhere. Where did she pull it out of? I don't know. I don't ask questions. But I'll let some of you bring it to your imaginations. Anywho, so we have bars, colored bars, by the way, with blue, red. I imagine there's a green one somewhere. Who knows? Gonna push the bookshelf out of the way. Actually, it's pretty strong. Press the switch. Yes, we will. Go ahead and crawl under the table here. I may have triggered this in the wrong order. If I did, I apologize. Just trying to remember. Do the second one here. Yeah, lock the farther door. And now we can actually get this button here, which opens that door. Got the stone tablet. That'll come in handy later. And now we're going to go back to the first one. Yeah, the first one should have been the last one I got, but that's okay. So now we have a way through. Alright, good stuff. And we can actually set that up one of two ways. We can either have that one or this one open. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, it'll work. Doesn't change anything. The game still plays the same. Again, picking up treasures, money, ammunition, any items we can give to Leon later. That music's cued. As you can see, we got some armor sitting around. Running along because we're Ashley and we're cool. She does have a little pant audio cue if you run for long enough, which is okay. Another door. Shoot, it's locked, but there's no keyhole in this door. What do I do? Okay, check tables. Again, knights with some axes in here, and we have scary music. What could that mean? We are going to rearrange the pieces. It's fairly simple. For anybody who's struggled with this, all you have to do is move this piece to the middle, and then everything else goes in a rotation. Once. One time. Sorry, maybe it was 2 times. I forget. But anyway, so now we have the divot. It just goes in a circle, and we're done. Okay, nobody's moving. Good sign, but we still have that horribly, horribly terrifying music. As you can tell, I'm shaking in my boots. Honestly, it's more annoying than actually scary at this point. We have another gold bangle. Again, we've seen one of those before, but it doesn't actually, you know, combine with any of the other gold bangles or anything like that. I've tried. Doesn't do it. Unless they've done an update, which may have been possible. I don't know. Maybe the HD edition it does. It'll have to be something I check out on my own later. Salazar family insignia. Okay, the door's shut again behind us. It's almost like it doesn't want us to leave without grabbing this. Again, we got the treasure that was behind us. That was a bangle. And we got the serpent ornament. Whatever could be happening. Something's clanging around. Oh my god, the knights! The knights are coming after me! I fear the night. Again, just kind of run past them. You can't combat them. This is going to be a little bit tricky here. You're going to see in just a moment. Again, just make sure you want to have those dodge keys ready to go. Again, for mouse and keyboard, your commands are WASD for movement, and then X and C, which are below it, are actually dodge maneuvers. Ooh, man, I barely avoided that one. Again, the knights are still following me. You can hear them stomping. They're getting ever closer. Oh. Ooh, that was close. I almost forgot about that knight in the corner. Again, remember that there are 3 knights, so Don't be like me, don't be a dunce. Remember, there are 3 nights. The music stopped because this is actually a different section. Once you go past a green door, the zombies cannot follow you, so you're safe. But again, pretty terrifying. If Ashley had been hit, she probably would have died instantly. Would have been very bad. Gonna go ahead and use this. It seems to be round. Salazar family insignia. Now I can turn it. Alright, go ahead and turn the diocese. Or dias? Is it a dias or a diocese? I want to call it diocese. We're just gonna go with that. Dias? Dial? Whatever. It works. Gonna go... It wants us to go left. It's fairly obvious, but we're actually gonna go right and get these true treasure things right here. Again, we got an extra 30 or 3,000 pesetas or so. And I don't know if this is an end of another chapter or if we actually continue on from here. Hopefully it's the latter. If this is the end of the chapter, I'll cut it off here and then start a new episode. Unlocked it. Gonna open it.
Leon!
Ashley! You did good.
I'm sorry if I was...
Oh, don't worry about it. Come on, let's move on.
It is the end of the chapter, people. My hit ratio was 95%, even though most of the time I was Ashley. Only killed 13 enemies that chapter. Again, chapters 3.3 and 3.4 are fairly short. We're actually moving on to chapter 4 next time. As you can see, a lot of flames going on. It'll be very important. Go ahead and remember that, and I'll see you next time.